This your girl Ray doing another video real quick. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are in the motherfucking house. We are in the motherfucking house. Yeah, I was supposed to went to work last night. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't have it in me to be doing all this work. I was supposed to went to work last night. Instead, I turned it up, got into bed, and went to sleep until 3 o'clock this morning. There was only one person up this morning doing a live, but I didn't watch it. I was more interested in watching a video Miss 504 did. And she's been on these YouTube streets for quite a while. She's doing good. So, yeah. Then, of course, you got to go through some of these movies on this shit. I wonder if there's an app where you could, actually just look at movies, straight on. I don't have to go through YouTube or nothing like that. Not saying that I'm getting sick and tired of YouTube. I'm not. And, I'm up now. It's after 7. So when the store opens, I'll go to the store. I'll get what I want out of there. I'm going to have to pack me a lunch for tonight. Pack me a lunch. And travel on. I wish to God they had that other ticket. Because that one is much closer to my house. Oh, I hate all this traveling here and there. I mean, first you got to go downtown. Then you got to switch off from downtown to Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And you got to go over the Ravenel Bridge. You got to go over the Ravenel Bridge to get to Mount Pleasant. You could take the water taxi. I'm not sure if they're still doing the water taxi. I know in Yonkers, New York, we had the water taxi, and I think they still do it. The water taxi leaves from Yonkers and it goes to the city. It goes to Manhattan. See, that's what I miss about New York. If you miss one bus, you can always catch another one. There's always one coming 15, maybe 10 minutes after that. We had express buses. The same amount of money you pay for express bus in New York is the same amount of money that you pay when you get on the regular bus. When you go into the subway system, you have to have a Metro card. So I'm remembering all these things about New York, and I'm saying to myself, do I really want to move back to New York? I want to move back before I retire, because South Carolina is not it. I mean, I've been living in South Carolina now since, it's been a while. It's time for me to leave, but I'm how you caught up in the grips of something that you know that it's going to be very hard for you to repeat again. A lot of people like to say they like to start their life over. I'm getting too old to start my life over repeatedly, because the ball doesn't bounce as high as it used to. It really doesn't. I mean, sometimes I just get in my moods and I'll shut everything down and won't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Won't work, won't cook. Don't have to worry about that. If I want to eat, I just go out and eat out. Take me a shower, take me a bath, whatever I need to do, those needs still be met. But everything else is fuck everything else, man. I'm like a lot of other people, ready to go on vacation. But when I go to New York, I'm only going for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But I know me. I'll get in a funky mood, cash in the ticket, get my money back, and stay in New York. I've done it before. I've done it. As soon as I see that Statue of Liberty anywhere, as soon as I see the city, and we drive into Chinatown, and I get off that bus, or I might take the Greyhound, or I might take Amtrak, because I'm not too far from the Amtrak station down here. Matter of fact, the Amtrak station is maybe 8 minutes away from my house. Travel up there, get on the Amtrak, buy my ticket for New York, or I could take the plane. The only thing about when you take the plane, you cannot take your cell phone with you. There's a certain place that you go into the airport and you have to do stuff with the cell phone, lock it up, whatever. They got so many new rules with this travel stuff. It's ridiculous. I have not traveled in quite some time. I'm going to make my round over there to the Walmart up there on Ashley Face or whatever the name that is. Anyway, I know which bus goes there. And just go to that one place where I know the Chinese bus goes. See what the schedules are. I don't know if they're still doing the Chinatown buses. Only thing I know is it's time for me to go see about my family. See about whatever else I need to see about. My grandmother's not going to live forever, so, and that's one thing you don't never get prepared for. You never get prepared for death or someone dying or something happening. You're never prepared for these things. Death is like a surprise birthday party. It is what it is. It happens. I tell you, it's really something. Life is a trip. And then you die. That's the only thing promised. No friendships are promised. No family relations are promised. Money is not promised. Somewhere to live is not promised. If you have a job or not is not promised. Unemployment is not promised. Nothing lasts forever. I'm going to put it like that. Everything has its changing point. Just like the music scene has changed. Remember when the 70s was here, and then we had the 80s, and we had the 90s. Now we got the 2000s, and a lot of us are getting older. A lot of us, when we do our music, we live in the past. We don't live in the present. I know I don't. When I put on a Stevie Nicks song, Stand Back, I'm reminded of the 80s. That is what I'm reminded of. When I hear the Eurythmics sing, I'm reminded of the 80s and 90s. I'm reminded of that time period. When I hear Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, Count Basie, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Lena Horne, Judy Garland, when I hear them sing, I am reminded that there was a time when the 1930s were here, the 1940s, the 1950s. Because Judy Garland, she sang into the day she died just about. Billie Holiday, And it's so sad that Hollywood is changing so much, so quickly. They came out with that movie Megan. That explains it all. So that's it for today. It is what it is. Hey, Brooklyn lady. Shout out to Brooklyn Lady Ellie. She over there doing her music and stuff. I heard her doing her music the other night. And she always brings back good memories for me. So it is what it is. I mean, whew. And when she talks about those movies, I'm like, totally like taken back, because I was really excited when she played that Billy Idol song, but she didn't play Eyes Without a Face. Remember that song, Ellie? Eyes Without a Face. I love that song. Play it next time. I'll probably be working the next time you be on your station playing your music and stuff. But every time you do that, I like and I share your videos, and then I move on. Oh, Barbie Girl Tina wasn't on last night. Shout out to Barbie Girl Tina. Shout out to everyone. Peace out. New York love. One.